Well,
let's see what the police have to say about that after a 116% increase in gun crime under this Prime Minister. And a repeat violent offender out on early parole allegedly murdered a 34-year-old woman in Toronto on Sunday. The Toronto police had this question, and I quote, "For the Prime Minister, how is this person, with their history, allowed to access a firearm and be alone with a partner when they were supposedly living in a supervised community setting? What answers are you providing to the victim's family or our communities who continue to see the heartbreaking results of your weak policies on crime?" End quote.
We're here.
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Speaker, despite Conservative opposition, we continue to move forward on bringing in red flag laws and yellow flag laws to make sure that people who are charged with domestic violence don't have access to firearms. Conservatives stood against that and fought against that every step of the way. Just like they're working hard to make legal again assault-style weapons that we rendered illegal in this country 4 years ago. They want to unfreeze the handgun bans, and last time they were in office, they cut 1,100 workers from CBSA to help, who were there to prevent illegal guns flowing in from the United States.
The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
He has not banned a single gun. He's spent over $60 million to fail to take a single gun off the road. He's had to give it an amnesty to reverse all of the announced gun bans that he did, standing in front of a cartoon image of a scary Hollywood-style gun. And what has been the sum total of all of this? A 116% increase in gun violence since he became Prime Minister. When will he realize that banning Grandpa Joe's hunting rifle is not going to stop crime, that instead we actually have to lock up the criminals?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Speaker, instead of trying to scare Grandpa Joe, he should be honest with Grandpa Joe in that we have banned assault-style weapons, and already we've seen thousands of assault-style weapons collected and destroyed. These are things that we are doing that the Conservative Party and its funders, the gun lobby, continue to stand against. They will re-legalize assault-style weapons in this country. Unfreeze the market on handguns. That's what they promised the gun lobby, and they hide behind Grandpa Joe because they can't admit it out loud.
Order.
Grandpa Joe.
The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
Mr. Speaker, he admitted he doesn't even know what an assault rifle is, let alone able to ban one. He spent $60 million, and his government admits they didn't take a single firearm off the road. There's been a 116% increase in gun violence under his leadership, and 99% of the shipping containers that come in are not inspected at all, even though the previous Conservative government increased the number of frontline border officers. Why is it that the Prime Minister is so busy trying to protect turkeys from hunters that he doesn't protect Canadians from criminals?
Order. The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, not only has this House defined what an assault-style weapon is in law, the RCMP are now acting on that classification.
I'm certain all members can exercise restraint here. I'm inviting all members, please, to do so. The Right Honourable Prime Minister from the top, please.
Mr. Speaker, not only has this House defined what an assault-style weapon was over the objections of Conservatives, but we are now removing those guns and destroying those guns while we compensate those who lawfully purchased them. That is what responsible gun control looks like. Unfortunately, the leader of the Conservative Party has promised the gun lobby that he will re-legalize assault-style weapons, reopen the frozen market for handguns, and make things more dangerous for Canadians and particularly for women right across the country. Shame on him!
so funny when he yells, man.
Order.
We have a very rigorous process to
The
get your
honourable
pal
member
in Canada.
for Halifax West.
And those aren't the people who's shooting people on the streets.
Canadians have been through a lot in the last few years, and they're looking at all levels of government for relief and support. That's something I hear at the doors in Halifax West, and it's the call that I bring every day to Ottawa when I represent my constituents. Unlike the Conservatives who've been forbidden to advocate for their communities. Can the Prime Minister give an update on what this Liberal government is doing to make life better for Canadians?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, I want to thank the member for Halifax West for her advocacy and her hard work. There was good news this morning, Mr. Speaker. The Bank of Canada has cut its interest rate by another 50 points. And today, we announced that 3 million Canadians have been approved for dental care, with more than 1.2 million Canadians, mostly seniors, already having received care. But the good news doesn't stop there. On Saturday, a tax break will go into effect for all Canadians, Mr. Speaker. The Conservatives voted against it, but it's real. Canadians are going into Christmas and the holiday season with lower interest rates, lower taxes, and more money in their pockets.